Hey, my name's BT, and I make organic electronic music is how I like to describe it. My whole kind of trip is like just about everything that I do on my records is generated by something organic, whether it's my hands, somebody else's hands, a mouth, or, the cicadas in the woods, whatever it is. You know what I mean? That it's generated by something natural. I have a headset that's a dual hemisphere electroencephalograph made by a company called IBVA, and what it is it's a dual electrode brain scan machine. It reads your brainwave activity. So I'll wear this while I'm working on music a lot of time and scan my own brain states and see what the kind of states that it puts you in when you're making music. And I actually have been experimenting with using it as a MIDI controller because all of the parameters in it you're able to output as continuous controller messages in real time. So I eventually want to use this headset to control lighting rigs, to control visual imagery, to control filter sweeps on my synths for live. It's more about learning how to use it, if you know what I mean. It's like, experimenting with in training to certain brain states. One of my sort of hobbies is I've done a lot of research on photic and auditory driving, which are two really interesting, naturally occurring things that happen in loads of different indigenous music. It's continual stimuli of a certain frequency, and it's always very small frequencies. And what people do is they entrain to that particular brain state that they're being stimulated with, either by photic flashing or by auditory sound. This goes back to, indigenous rituals performed by shaman in the Peruvian Amazon and stuff. They would beat a drum at a certain number of wave cycles per second, usually 4 to 6 wave cycles per second, which is in brain state, which is theta brain state, which is a very creative brain state. And then they'd have someone else, while the shaman was beating the drum, fanning the flames on a fire at the same time, at the same speed, and people would all eventually entrain into this brain state. In modern club culture and in seeing modern club events and modern rave events and things like that, you're seeing people entrain to the same brain state. You've got strobes, you have lighting that everyone's taking in, you have big time photic driving, and the music is auditory driving.